That's all I heard out of your mouth. Now you wanna walk away from. Hey. I'm back for another night to talk, man. What's going on with y'all? What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Long time no see. I'm glad y'all showing up saying what's up to a motherfucker. Oh, no need to hate. This is the New Negro Podcast, Mind of a Black Man. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing good. Well, so tonight we're going to sit up here and tell you what's going on in this world. There's a lot of bullshit going on in this world today. A lot of bullshit, man. People still struggling at this point in time, you know. People are struggling out there right now. I just want to say thank you so much for, just showing up, listening, staying loyal, man, to a motherfucking, it's a little bit different in the world when you sit up here trying to pay the bills and you ain't got that money. So I want to try to help you out and give you some resources out there. Later on in the show, and give you some resources on places where you can go. Only thing I have an issue with is that there's a lot of people that's not in the state in different places, but I know that you can get 211 and they can help you out with stuff. Listen, don't have too much pride to the point where you can't go and get help, resources. Don't be sitting up there letting the kids starve or yourself starve where you can't get up and go get some help. And if there's anything that you're doing that's stopping you from getting up and making the moves that you need to, then you need to leave that shit alone, right? Right. See, I'm slowly learning that. YouTube and podcast is a little bit different. Hey, if y'all want to call in and talk to me and chop it up, 425-549-4223. This is the Mind of a Black Man. I have some good news. My nephew came over today. He got his license. My son and them are out there rolling right. Well, they went up to the park. And I'm sitting up here just thinking like, oh, they get being my days of being a parent, it just don't stop. Everything I be thinking about other family members' kids. And I be thinking about if my family member's doing okay. I be thinking about, like, how's my brother doing? Man, I wonder when the last time he seen his kid. Man, it's just like, I'd be like, Lord, give me a day or two where I can just sit up here and just not stress about nothing, because my blood pressure up and everything. So this is why this right here is a good thing for me, so I can release. And at the same time, maybe help somebody out and be able to speak up on here or whatever, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm doing. And in the meantime, we doing this shit together, right? We doing this shit together. So if you just joined the show, this is the New Negro Podcast. We all the way live on YouTube to Facebook. We all the way live all the way around in all social medias. And you can look and you can find my podcast on every single podcast. Well, not every single thing out there, but all the mainstream ones. I was lucky enough. You don't just get that. You got to work hard, get your shit put up there to that level. And it was cool because it started off real small, one or two, and then all of a sudden I'm all, I like that. I like that because I'm more of a person that, we'd rather just sit up here and talk on the phone like just not all up in broadcast, blah, 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 like how these individuals do on here. I think it's pretty fake how some of them act. I just try to pretty much be myself. It's hot as hell up in this room, though. Y'all got to excuse me for a second. Hold on. In a minute, we're going to play some music, but it's right after I deliver some of this news that's going around the world. Give me a second. It's hot as hell up in here. Oh, hell no. I'm getting pissed off right now, man. I'm about to cut this whole shit off right now. But hold on for a second. I need my fan, man. Hold on for 1 second. I know it's kind of rude, but just roll with me, all right? I don't give, whatever. I got to get myself comfortable, and I should have did that earlier, but it's hot as hell up in here. First of all, I'm going to get my pop. And I'm going to chop it up with you now, all right? Hold on. Here. Hey, I'm sorry it took so long. You got to think about shit, though, man. You got to think about shit. Now, look here. They got individuals out there right now. Let me go ahead and put a little. They got people out there. To those that's tuning in right now, this is the New Negro Mind of a Black Man podcast. And I am the voice of the people, Marcus Lee. And I was just about to tell my YouTube people, and if you get to got a special guest coming on tomorrow, 425. I want y'all to call me back at 425. Call me at the spot here, 425-549-4223. Now I don't want the motherfuckers that's too good. I don't want y'all calling me up. I want the individuals that's going through shit that got the rent paid, but got to figure out where the fuck we're gonna get some food get a few things for the house, okay? Then we got to turn around and every bill and money it's got to go to a certain bill. Now, we're in a time right now, you can say, we ain't got to pay rent. They're going to pay it back. Mm-mm. Ladies and gentlemen, don't fall for that. And if you see me looking up here, it's because I'm looking at that thing and all that, but I'm looking at the wrong direction. So, look, my computer's down here, not up there. I got 2-3 screens up here. But ladies and gentlemen, don't fall for that. We can pay the rent later. To my people on the podcast, they evicted individuals around the world. They can't wait. But something crossed my mind today as I was watching the show. And I want to show a little love to my Spanish, Mexican heritage people out there. I want y'all to know that black folks love you. Okay? We love you. The shit y'all going through, it's like modern day slavery. Okay? No, they pay you your little change and shit. But these motherfuckers got that slavery shit, and they got this power, they got this evilness that just stays up in their blood, and they got a lot of shit they need to deal with within themselves. I'm gonna give y'all an example, okay? I'm gonna give y'all an example why. Okay, so you got our black children that have guns. You might get shot by one, and you get your ass whooped by one. For sure, guaranteed. Our black folks will whoop your ass. Well, see, here's the thing about white folks. White folks, they'll bottle shit up. And then come by and burn up shit and do just evil shit. Like heads and refrigerators and legs cut up and all that. It's like, y'all need to start releasing, man, and stop holding that shit in. Start coming at your folks that be stressing you at your jobs and all your places. Pick that. It's not, y'all say, oh, black people got attitude, this and that. No, it ain't that. It's soul. It's soul. And we figure out, you know what? I'm going to say no because my black folks from then couldn't say no. My ancestors back in the days couldn't say no. You understand? So I'm going to say no. And I'm going to have this attitude towards you this way. And I'm going to be as I motherfucker want to, nigga. And matter of fact, please reframe the word that I just said. I'm trying to stop that. Because my mind says the new Negro. And the new Negro has to see the brainwashing that was given to people. The word nigga, we died off that name. White women pointed at us and said, we whistled at them and we was killed from that name. Now, if you white on the show and you listening, I'm only stating facts. I got nothing against white. I got nothing against any color whatsoever. Sometimes I got my against green because it's that shit that makes it hard to come by or go so quick. But I figured I have to let that mindset go about the money part because it's worshiping something that you can worship that money too. How can we not say money is not the Antichrist? And been here this whole time. People what if God is watching us by the way we spin and do what we do, and that's how we go to hell? Wouldn't that be some shit? Now look here. I know y'all all around the world, all the way up to Africa, Pakistan. I mean, I when I found out all the people that be listening around the world, it gave me joy. I liked it. I really did. But people around the world, man, I know we up in America, and I might sound like, I might sound like some, spoiled person because the shit you got to go through is on a whole different. I'm sitting up here talking about bills and shit like that. Y'all don't even got bills. You want bills. You trying to get down here to get some bills. Well, anyways, I was watching this show, Immigration. If you got a heart, watch the show. Watch Immigration and how they doing. Just because they're Mexican, there's black, African, all different nationalities that's dealing with borders and passports But how they do Mexico, and they come down here and they knock on your door and pull you out of there, even if you ain't doing nothing, just trying to do the right thing, is evil, pure evil. And then the lies and the things that they do, and the reason why they're doing it is all for the money. That's what I'm saying. The evil come from the money. Well, I mean, think about what I'm saying here. When you ain't got no money, what will it make you get out there and do sometimes if you really don't have no money? When you ain't got no money, that shit will make you go out, stab, kill, sell. The money's evil, but it's a necessity, right? But the things that we want, is it necessarily what we need? Let me know if you can hear me on that. I'm bringing that back again. The things that we want, is it necessary that we need them? The things people do for money, rape, kill. Well, I don't know about rape, but whatever. They go for this. I'm just saying, man, we have to see what it is that destroying us first. And then when we start taking away those things that we need, that we ain't never taken with us, that we want, is it really worth it? The strive that you're doing. You ain't got to go out there and sell yourself for what? To go shopping? To show people you have money? To cover up for something? I ran into a lot of females out there that they said they was a renegade and they gonna do it alone. They don't need no pimp and that. Hey, and I understand it. Yeah, do that. But I wonder. And then you got individuals that will coach a young ass girl to go out there and do that shit. That's devil shit. For the money. They'll put a little girl out there, but then got the nerves to sit up there and act like he can get mad because a man treat his daughter some way. Now listen to me. Karma is a motherfucker, okay? You go out there and have some girl out there doing that shit for the money. The karma will be your child will run into individuals that way. Because your mindset and what you portray to her, she's watching, and that's the type of nigga she'll go out and look for. Okay, stop. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me now. The type of individual that you have become while you out there pimping and putting the this and that mindset, and you coming around your daughter, she's peeping out who you is and who you are. That's what type of individual she'll start looking for, because she's used to that type of individual, comfortable around that, and you made it real comfortable, right? So, and now I'm gonna jump onto something else. The drug, karma, the drug. You go out here and listen. And the reason why I'm speaking on this is because I've been there. I'm not speaking on this because I'm better or I can do this and that. I'm speaking because I've been there, and now it's my time to help that 1 out of a billion person lift himself up and pass on a blessing. So all the things that I might have done when I was young, my karma go away. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I'm 16, 17 years old. But see, I was God, the Lord I had was an understanding Lord, because he seen what position I was in. But sometimes you can make excuses for yourself and feel like that's what you're supposed to do, and he's gonna, so. But at this time, I say, Lord, you know which way I was living and how I have to live, and what you understand, and God, you know why I act like this, but you know that I'm the way I operate and how I deal with life is with you always. And I said, And my karma, my mama passed. But see, I went to prison. I lost some time with my child. I didn't get to connect to my family like I would have wanted to. I became distant, socially not close like I want to be because I can't. I don't know what it is. Uh, open up like the way I would like to because it takes time for people to be around me to understand me. So then I go there and I'll smoke my little weed and I'll get to why I do that. Because then I get real socially uh, quiet, looking, watching, observing, because I'm not letting no motherfucking body fuck me over, do me wrong again. And I remember everything, nigga. Everything. And I wish I didn't. But anyways, uh, the wrong you do, it comes back to you. Now, now I want to speak on some other things. How can we better ourselves? How do we say no more? It's just as easy as waking up tomorrow. Just as easy as waking up tomorrow. When you wake up tomorrow, yesterday was the past. And you can be who and what you want to be. It's as long as you allow yourself to change. But if you don't allow yourself to change and always stay on the same path in the same direction and haven't stopped and took a nap and pulled yourself back and said, hey, this is not the way I want to do. Well, anyways, I'm going to throw some. When I was selling stuff, even when I was 16, 17, I knew it was wrong. Because you know why? I was on the other end of the shit. My mom was on dope when I was 12 or 11 years old, all the way through. So I seen what it was to not have Christmas. And let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Some real shit right now. I'm standing right here. But you're looking at a survivor. I ain't got nobody to tell you that. So I'm going to tell you that. And whether you give a fuck or if you don't give a fuck. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. When I say I grew up poor, poor is when you, but here's the different thing. When you're poor and you're around a bunch of other poor motherfuckers, that's okay. But when you're poor and you in a white ass city and the only black person around in town, when you really get to hear niggers and fight for your color at school, but at the same time, I'm trying to fit in. So my voice might sound like them. But in my heart though, I never ever want to be like them. Never. And it was weird because I seen a lot of brothers around me that was like them. Did not know if they wanted to be like that, but they was. And that's the problem of the city here though. So I'm giving you a look at a brother that got one movie to find out about his history. My mama and my daddy, for however poor we was and what we didn't have, this and that, they gave me my history and I love them and respect them for that. Even if people wasn't there and they're all like they should be, when you get older, you seem to understand that. You gotta let it go. Though, and another thing, let me stop with those of y'all who got fathers, those of y'all who have mothers out there, and y'all holding on to this anger, this resentment, this and that, this and all that. Let it go. It takes too much to. It takes too much to give them all of that. I'll give you an example. I got a father that I love. I love him to death. But my father don't know how to talk to his kids. And it's almost better if he's away so I can have this imagination dad. I don't know how to explain that imagination dad because in my head I can make this old family thing all perfect and everything and it's better. But when I see him, it's like remind me like, damn, dad, this is exactly why, Well, anyways, let me get all out of that, man. Throwing this beat. everybody's doing good. That's one thing y'all gonna learn with me. I'd rather stick with this music and chop it up with y'all and turn the news in and here and there because sometimes I'll get on something and smoke a little bud and get right off my fucking track. But I do hope you understand what I've been getting at though, because I know I ain't been all off the corner. But at the end part, I might lose myself because got to talk about my dad, man, and shit like that, and got to focus on something else. So anyways, love your family, love your parents, and don't be disrespecting them, and bring them on your side if you can. I know it's hard, but that's what I'm working on. Trying to get closer with my dad, trying to get closer to, because that's my history. That's all I got. And in this city, they didn't give you that. And I feel like it's up to us to make it so these kids are able to get their history. It's not a good feeling to find out. Hold up. Here's another thing. So here we are. We get to a certain age, we find out that we used to be slaves. And then you're running around town and you're seeing people who was tough and fighting back. No matter what anybody say to you, you want to be a part of that. That influence in my days was way more powerful than anything else. I had no father figure around. My mom was doing her own little whatever she was doing. But the people who influenced me was like my older family members. But I didn't realize until growing up that my older family members was not the same type of motherfuckers as anybody else. So they raised me and made me into this person that was on a whole nother level at the age of 18 years old. I'm the type you can throw in the desert and come back and you see a swimming pool and have running water in there and green grass. I'm just that type. Thank God for the lifestyle that I was brought up with without, because then I learned how to get. I learned how to appreciate, learn how to love. You might have $1 million, but I have different qualities that make me priceless. Because the same thing you would do with $1 million, what I would do with $1 million is feed. I mean, I'll be doing, I'll be making real change that I don't see. Yeah, my chest is hurting a little bit. Hold on for a second. Yeah, my chest is hurting. Hey, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna let my chest start hurting for some reason on here for some reason. So I'll be back. Give me like 10, 15 minutes. Much love. I didn't like that feel. It was like, right here, wait. So the heart's over here. So it's like a sharp pain here, right up here. So I'm wondering if blood pressure, because I got high blood pressure sometimes, so I gotta watch that shit. And my blood pressure was up, so I took another Atenolol to make myself better. But I hope that wasn't the wrong thing. And plus, I'm thinking about my son leaving with my nephews up to this hill to go play football, and I ain't heard nothing from him. And it's the first time my nephew drove off. But anyways, in order for me to sit up here and chop it up with y'all and do this right, I got to be able to clear my mind up. I hope you don't think I'm being rude. Thank you so much for the time. I'll be back on here in about 15 more minutes. Focus. We got real things to talk about. Again, phone number is 425-549-4223. I would love for you to call in and say what's up. Well, I just found out that's cool. That's cool. I'm feeling better right now after that water. Hold on here. I did not like that feeling, man. I'm wondering if because I'm leaning back or what it was, but I did not like that little sharp pain right there. Last thing I want to do is have an issue while I'm on this damn internet. Wouldn't that be some? There it goes again when I'm sounding like that. Yeah, I'm off. Let me check my blood pressure real quick. In a few seconds. Give me like 10, 15 minutes. I love you. Thank you for being on here. I don't want to let you go. Oh, no. Oh, no, baby. I just want to be with you.